cloudy, G as in gorgeous. So Mary, are you ready for an adventure today?
I am ready for an adventure.
Okay, so we are going to load up here and get on the road.
And what are we doing today, Nancy?
We are headed west.
For
a country cruise.
A springtime country cruise.
Yay!
Let's hop in the car.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Today is going to be exciting, so hang on, folks, because Mary and I are going on our country cruise for spring.
Yes.
Because it's beautiful out right now. Yeah.
Majestic day. Flowers are blooming. Birds are singing.
Trees.
We've got some rain. Life is good.
Yes.
Life is good.
And in Country Cruise, we tell you where we're going. You don't have to
guess.
Try and guess. You can just sit there and relax today, right?
No contest, no pencils.
No. But today's going to be exciting because we're going to take a road that neither of us has ever been on before.
Well, that'll be fun, won't it?
Yes, and we are over here in Waumandee Valley. And this road was recommended to me by Andrea at the University Extension Office. So if things go wrong, you know, if we wind up in a ditch or over a bank, we're going to blame it on Andrea.
That poor girl doesn't get a break.
No, so here we are going to fire up the mobile, and we're working without a net today. We have no idea what this road is going to be like, and who knows?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's always a grand adventure.
Yep, so we're going to motor down the road here a little bit until we get on this road, and it's called Blank Hill Road.
And we are down in the Waumandee Valley.
Oh, beautiful valley.
County Road E as in elephant.
Elephant, you bet.
County Road E in the Waumandee Valley.
Yeah. And this is such a beautiful valley. There are so many beautiful farms down here. It is just enjoyable, isn't it?
And you know what? Corn's going in the ground.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a hurry to get the crops going because
Look at this old timer over here.
Yeah, we got it.
We got that.
Trying to.
There's an old barn.
Old barn, old house. I love it when people uptake and take care of old houses.
And this valley, Waumandee's interesting because it had a lot of Germans and Swiss that settled over here.
Lots of scenery.
Yep. And up here is something that someday you and I are going to have to come back and do a show on. It's that Harmonia Hall.
Yes.
Real interesting that it was started by a group of farmers here, mainly Swiss, and it was a free thinkers society. No religion, and just how many free thinkers halls do you see? You know.
I think now the halls are like let's punch each other out halls, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's misbehave.
Different.
Oh, well, look at all the brick. I mean, there must have been a brickery down here because 90% of the houses are brick.
And it seems like a lot of the foundations and the stonework that they did over here is beautiful. Just beautiful.
Absolutely.
So we're down here in the valley, and it is a big, wide valley. There are some beautiful farms here. I'm sure this is expensive farmland.
Farmland is expensive everywhere.
Yeah, but some places more than others, let's face it.
This is true.
So here we go.
Very, very true.
And this is Mother's Day, actually.
Yes. And we're lucky that we get a chance to go out and drive around.
Yes, that's why Mary and I are kind of doing a double header today. First we went over to Independence and we did the kids fishing contest, and I told Mary, if you can do it, let's try to do our country cruise because it's so beautiful out today. Because we got to get to this intersection up here, and go left, and then we have to find this Blank Hill Road, which is really close, I guess. So, like I said, if this doesn't work out, we're coming after Andrea. Oh, here we are, right here.
Look it.
We are here at Blank Hill Road.
Nancy found it and she wasn't even looking.
No, I was thinking it was to the left, and here
There
we
we
are.
go. We're a short right and then a quick left.
Yeah. All right, and I was told that this was the old road over the bluffs to Elma, I guess.
Yes, I used to drive this way when I would work over in
Oh, you
Elma.
know this road? I thought you hadn't been on here.
Yeah, I know this road.
Well, here
But I don't know the names of them. It's been 25
right.
years.
All right, so
Jeez. You think my hard drive accesses those files?
well, here I thought this was such an adventure because neither of us had been on this road, and now I find out that you've been up and down this road many times. And
Yes, it was a cutoff to get over there quicker.
yeah,
But the thing of it was, one of my first times on this road,
yeah.
it was not conducive to drive fast because it was iced.
Is this a Dugway?
No, it's paved.
Yeah, yeah,
It's paved and it does wind up
yeah.
the valley,
Yeah.
you know. And so we're going to eventually end up someplace up this
hope
hill.
so.
That's going to be a ridge. But I do remember that it was icier than you could possibly imagine. And I was actually nervous driving out here. You know, you go off into the ditch, who's going to
Yeah.
find you?
Well, that's true.
You know, you drop down 25 feet.
And this is Buffalo County. They might not respond. You know, people from Trempealeau went off down a ditch. Well, that's just too bad.
Well, people from Trempealeau, how are they going to know? Oh, by the way, 911, I'm from Trempealeau County. Oh, we don't pick up people from
No,
Trempealeau
we're sorry.
County. Sorry about that, folks.
But
Now-
look at this beautiful woods here.
I know the one thing I want people to notice is all the different colors of green.
Oh, look at the trees.
I mean, we've got pale green, we've got medium green, we've got dark green, and the oak trees are almost a tinge of yellow. But you know, this is morel mushroom hunting season,
Yes.
and the weather's perfect. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 80 some degrees.
Well, you get those boys. If they come over for Mother's Day, you send them out
To
hunting
your
for morel.
house to
Yeah.
hunt?
I don't really find them out there. I think my soil is so heavy, but maybe you have better luck by you.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of elms in our woods. We did
No.
have them a couple years back, and I will go out and look. But you know, the deer population, yum yum,
Do they eat morels?
they love morels.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no.
Yes. And the thing of it is, you have to cook your morels because they need to be cooked or they're toxic. You can get sick from them.
Well, I don't think I would eat just a raw morel.
Well, and usually you find something living on the inside, which I always find a little creepy on the
Okay.
edges. You know, but I love morels. They're very tasty. Beautiful shagbark hickories on this road.
Can you see down through the trees at all?
Oh, it looks like somebody's been tilling a field. It's probably not going to come through because there's too many leaves.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do this road now in hopes that we could get some flowers. And there's some, no, those are
What?
young trees. I
Oh.
thought they were apple trees.
Oh,
Oh, and there's a
sand.
sand and a rock outcropping. And, you know, we do have a base of sandstone. A lot of our bluffs are made of sandstone because at one time this was, you know, underwater.
But this is a nice road, really.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and I bet once it leaves out, and that won't be too long from now. I think the trees are slow this year because they were so thirsty from last year.
Probably. There's
They,
some rocks and moss and
look at that. Oh, I'm showing them the dash. There's Nancy's dashboard. Yay, that's a pretty view. It's not green, it's gray. Flopping around with this little camera.
It's a nice road and it's not overrun with traffic.
This would be, I bet you that's going to canopy over.
You
So
think
it'll
so?
be like driving through a tree tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big
Yeah, this is a
trees.
good time of year to do it rather than January.
Yeah. Because it kind of snakes around and it's a pretty drive.
Nobody living up here, apparently.
Nope, that's because these are, I would consider them F slopes.
Well, look down there. That's pretty.
I gotta open. You may get a little wind, but look at how steep that is out there. Look at that. Woo! You don't want to go over the edge, and there is no guardrail.
No?
There is no guardrail. But you can see all the unique. Oh, and here's an apple tree. Look at the beautiful flowers right next to that snag that's probably full of life.
Yeah.
You know, the bugs eat them, and that's called slow carbon decay.
Slow carbon decay.
Yeah, because the bugs eat the trees when they die.
I like snags. You get all kinds of interesting things.
Well, the birds nest in
Yeah.
them, owls like them.
Yeah, and this is Blank Hill Road. Remember, this is not named that road. We're telling you right up front where we are.
And this, we came to Blank Hill Road from County Road E
Right.
in Waumandee. Oh, look at the ferns.
Oh, we have fiddleheads.
Yes.
Here.
Here, Nancy's, we're going to pass off the camera so Nancy can get the fiddles.
And Barry's going to drive without taking us down over the hillside.
That's right. Aren't those beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't those beautiful ferns? My mom had a fern plant that she kept alive in the house.
Oh, really?
And it
One
was-
of those?
Yeah, it was like 12 or 14 years old, and then, of course, she passed. I got it, and then I killed it within
Oh.
a year.
Well, it's because it knew it wasn't your mother.
Well-
and plants get habituated to their owners.
Do you think so?
I do.
Well, you know,
I
plants,
do.
You never know. You just never know. Oh, and then look at here's some big pine trees. And when I see trees like this, especially planted in a line, I always wonder if back behind it there was a farmstead.
Yeah, it usually means that. Well, I see a silo poking through up here, so and a house.
And a house up on top of the hill. A lot of shelter belts is what they were called in the day.
Yeah.
And the oak trees are shooting flowers. Look at that. Beautiful territory out here. And you know those shagbark hickories, they're like the middle of Buffalo in the middle of Trempealeau County. That seems to be where the shagbark likes it. And then they don't grow further north of that.
Yeah, they're kind of.
They're fussy trees.
Yeah, they are.
Slow growing, good hardwood. This looks like maybe an old CRP. or
That's
an old,
what I was thinking.
old pasture maybe. Yeah, there is a farm up there. Paved driveway.
Yeah.
But no mailbox.
Look down this way. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, look at down that. There's a valley. Huh? See, I told you we'd come up on the ridge.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this.
You can see for miles.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, Buffalo County is a very, very pretty county.
Oh,
Not
it
as
is.
pretty as Trempealeau.
we don't want to start any fights here now, Mary.
No cage matches.
Yeah, be careful what we say here.
There's not going to be a cage match happening. I'm looking to see if there was a house back there.
Yeah, I think there is. Let me have the camera.
Paved driveway, but no mailbox. Oh, yeah, it's a brick
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Ugh, go figure. It's a brick house. And it looks like they may have already got their corn in the ground and their oats in the ground.
I'll tell you, these Waumandee farmers, they don't lay around.
No. Got to get those crops in the ground in order for it to grow.
Well, yeah.
And
Yeah.
now that we've got a little moisture, now's the time to get it going. And this looks like it's no-till. You can see where the coulters went in. And there's
Yeah.
lots of good residue, so that if we get a heavy, heavy rain, that helps to protect the soil.
And your field won't be down in the valley.
Exactly. Exactly. I was talking to a farmer the other day who does a lot of managed grazing, so his farm is kind of just one big giant filter strip. And about 2 years ago, he cleaned out his waterway, and there was 106 truckloads of his neighbor's soil, because his neighbor was, kind of heavy metal, like to do a lot of tillage.
Yeah.
106 truckloads of soil from his neighbors got washed onto his land. And I asked him, I said, well, what did you do with it? And he said, I put it up on my hills.
I was going to say, did the neighbor want it back?
Did the neighbor even realize that he was losing that much soil?
Oh, my goodness.
And now we're
We've got a good sign here saying, slow down if you're going,
Yes.
90 miles an hour.
what does FJB mean?
FJB?
Yeah, that was on that sign. I've never seen
FJB? What would that stand for?
FJB. I don't know.
Uh.
Forward, judicate, punch out.
I don't-
Maybe it's a sign company who made the sign.
Freaking jam something or other. Oh, God.
Freaky Jam Post.
Yeah.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. Maybe somebody watching this program, that's assuming that there is anybody watching
watching.
our program,
Yeah.
will know exactly what that stands for.
And all the yellow dandelions. Dandelions have the relative feed value of corn silage.
Oh, really?
So cows really like them. Yep. And I did not know this, but apparently you can make dandelion jelly.
Yes.
How?
Yeah.
I know you can do dandelion wine.
Yeah.
And then I also saw that you can make lilac jelly.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is a very inventive lady. She is always doing all kinds of interesting things.
Cooking
Yeah.
stuff up. So what
Yep.
goes into,
A dandelion, it showed that she had pulled apart the petals, all those little yellow petals,
okay.
and she had them in a bowl, and I suppose they got soaked in water or something.
Okay.
You can make jelly out of an old shoe, more or less.
Well, who wants to eat
No.
old shoe?
Yeah, old shoe jelly, but you can get real inventive with jelly. I made lavender jelly last year, and
Lavender jelly?
mhm. Yeah, I had the lavender blossoms, and
Okay.
I boiled them, and then you got your sugar and pectin. You can make jelly out of lots of different things.
And so we have now Cooking with Nancy.
Oh gosh, that would be a mistake.
And there's some comfortable Holsteins
Yeah.
taking a nap. And there's Bluebird Lane.
Lane. Oh, what a lovely
Bluebird
name.
Lane.
Yeah.
But that is a dead end, and everyone knows we don't do dead ends.
Except
Uh-oh.
it's supposed to be a road goes through, and if it says lane or
That means-
drive, that means it's a dead end.
Correct.
But lots of counties don't pay any attention to that.
I know. I live on 2 different places that are called road.
And it's definitely a dead end.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them are dead ends.
So that's what it's supposed to mean. But folks, you just can't rely on it.
And usually they're marked with a big dead end sign.
Yes.
But that doesn't necessarily mean people will stop and turn around.
No, not if they're adventuresome, huh?
Not at all.
Well, I think we go straight here, Mary, because if we go left, I think we'd wind up over by the Mississippi River.
This is Belvedere Ridge to the
Okay.
left. And that's Belvedere. we're just tooling along.
I think this is the town of Belvedere.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
But that was Belvedere Road.
Yeah.
And this is a unique barn, huh?
Yeah.
Stone, newer garage with the block. Oh, there's an old barn back in there with a granary. That's kind of a unique looking place. Obviously farming, machinery,
You bet.
busy folk.
So if we wind up in Maiden Rock or something, it'll be interesting.
Such a pretty drive.
It is. That's why we thought we got to get out today because all these blossoms, they won't last long.
Yeah, and we're not running into a whole lot of apple trees, but we are seeing a lot of yellow dandelions. And we've learned something new.
What's that?
That you take the green parts off
Oh, yeah.
and then you do something,
Soak it. I'm sure you got to boil it in water. I'm pretty sure.
and then I would assume you add pectin,
Yeah.
because anytime you do jams or jellies, you add pectin
And sugar. And
and
then,
sugar
yeah.
to taste. Or, you know, is it... sometimes you got to add a lot of sugar.
it's just one of those interesting recipes. One time my mother-in-law and I got real adventurous and we made corn cob jelly. Have you ever
Are
heard of
you
that?
serious?
No, that was an old-timey thing, you know, back when they wasted nothing.
Right?
So we made corn cob jelly. It wasn't that great, I have to say, but
What, did it taste like corn?
it just tasted like sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we tried, you know. We were adventurous that day.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is quite a view up
Look
from
at that.
here.
Look at the beautiful valley down there. Isn't
Wow.
that beautiful?
It's hard to believe that all of this at one time was high prairie. And
Yeah?
now it's all woods.
Oh, look, they got strips.
Yay, conservation
Yay.
strips.
Yay.
Everybody knows we love conservation strips.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yay.
There you go. Looks good. And nice waterways, not sprayed through.
Right. An actual grassed waterway.
Yes, those are very important to hold soil in place and catch what's moving if it moves, right?
Yep.
And here we go. Nice cool barn up in front of
Yep.
us.
Pretty place.
Nice stand of alfalfa. A pink roofed house.
Yeah, that's different,
That's
isn't it?
kind of unique.
Yeah, you can usually see that.
Or maybe it was red that faded.
Well, that could be.
You know, the red roof in or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, just like me, I've certainly faded.
Oh, but look at the trees here. We're going to slow you down. We've got to look at the trees. Because here we go. There you go, Nancy.
Pretty.
Look at the colors. Move it back just slightly so you don't have your rear view in it. There you go. Okay. You're doing good. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Pink. Oh, and here's a dark pink up in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
This is Elma Ridge, it says.
Elma Ridge.
There was a
Okay.
sign in the yard that said Elma Ridge.
Oh, this is beautiful. Well, I know I've never been up here.
There, we did get to see blossoms, and that was
Yeah.
one of the goals.
It certainly was.
Yeah, and if you look across the forest, you see all the different shades of green, and each different shade is a different type of tree.
And we are still on Blank Hill Road, I
Yeah.
think.
This is a long
Yeah.
one, but it's beautiful. There's no getting around that. And we're getting back into civilization now.
Yeah, I think we're coming up here to a stop sign.
Yep, there's some farms and there's some rural homes. And it's a whole lot flatter up here than it was when we were crawling up the Dugway, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all paved. People want to come out and drive on Blank Hill Road. It's a beautiful road.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is paved. And of course, you know, Nancy and I do have somewhat of a fetish for cemeteries.
Oh, don't call it a fetish, Mary. That makes it
An
sound
interest.
weird.
An interest. We have an interest.
Yes, I think this is Harold. the Herald Cemetery, Herold.
Hey, would this be a potential lavender lily?
Oh, Lord.
You never know.
You never know. I know. Look at it.
It's an older cemetery too.
Let's see what it says on the sign. And it says, I'll turn in here. Okay.
Yep, it is the Herald,
Herald
Cemetery. 1867 here, folks. Maybe.
It's an old timer.
Maybe. And this, I do believe, is where our road ends.
Yep, I think this is it where it ends. So
We have Hickory Lane, and then we have, let's back out and go see what the county road name is.
I think we just have to take a right here, and then we circle back down into Waumandee.
Oh, okay. County Road E.
Yes.
So we just made like a loop.
Yeah, we're making a loop. This was Blank Hill Road, and it was a very nice road.
Very nice road.
Look at this field over here. I'd say that's...
Oh, look at that. What a beautiful road to take a cruise on.
Yeah.
Blank Hill Road, County Road E in Buffalo County.
Lovely, and it should take us back down into Waumandee. You know, the city of Waumandee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got
But-
a nice big dairy farm up here.
Aren't these gorgeous?
That's where all the strips come in. Because cows like to eat grass and alfalfa. Yeah, they like corn too, but that's why we need our dairy farmers back.
And I always think, you know, dandelions are kind of bitter, but you said cows like to eat them.
Yeah,
Huh.
because they've got good feed value.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's fun to see a cow with a nice, yellow muzzle.
A yellow mouth, huh?
A yellow mouth, yeah.
Okay.
When my kids were little, I'd tease them that when the cows ate dandelions, they'd have yellow milk.
Well, maybe they do.
Well, and that red cows give strawberry milk, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And if you have a
goodness.
brown cow, you get chocolate milk.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And you also know that if you have a brown Swiss cow, that its legs are always shorter on one side than the other.
Yes.
So they can go around the hills.
Yes, and
Yeah.
not fall off.
Right.
Well, I think it was awesome for you to share some time with us today on our country cruise.
Well, this was a good road, Mary, and I got to thank Andrea here. We didn't have to come after her for sending us up something that had a big ditch in it that we got stuck in. It was a beautiful road.
Beautiful
Yep.
road, and
Yep.
our hats off to Andrea, and thank you very much for joining us. Country Cruise!
This is spring.
Springtime!
Yes.
Yay!
What an amazing trip. Nancy, that was such a beautiful drive.
It is. You know, Buffalo County is a beautiful county. It's lots of fun to take road trips over there. And I suggest everybody try it out. Blank Hill Road, easy to find.
Easy to find, and thank you for going with us on a springtime country cruise.
County G, as in gorgeous.